Welcome, food travelers, back to Las Vegas. In this episode, we're going to a restaurant in New York, and it's located on the first floor. The restaurant is called Il Fornaio. It's an Italian restaurant, and they open daily from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., with Fridays and Saturdays closing at 11 p.m. This restaurant, when I was looking on the website, is actually a chain restaurant with many locations in California. And while we were here in Las Vegas, I was actually looking for something with this variety, and this one caught my eye. So starting off, when I came to this restaurant, they were kind of asking me where I wanted to sit, and being inside the casino, I thought it would be pretty noisy, so I wanted to sit as inside of the restaurant as possible, and so that's what I did. And starting off, I got the carpaccio with the beef, cheese capers, wild arugula, and the lemon olive oil, Simon. I thought this one was pretty good. The cheese texture with the thinly sliced raw beef kind of mashed each other up, so you have the raw beef that was very tender, it kind of melts in your mouth. Then you have the cheese with that texture, kind of adds like a salty, nutty taste to it, with kind of like a granular texture. And then with the capers and the wild arugula and the lemon olive oil, the dish together kind of combines and gives it a pretty good tangy, fresh taste. Really harmonious together. To me, it kind of seemed like it was like orchestrated like a piece of music in a plate that you got to enjoy there. And moving along to the main entree, I had the linguine, which is a thin pasta, clams, mussel, shrimp, scallop, and roasted cherry tomato sauce with crushed red peppers and white wine sauce.
Looking at the pasta, looks like there's a good amount of sauce. Was it pretty heavy, or is it you felt like it was a nice amount of it?
I thought it was pretty good amount. So with this one, they're using it's kind of different from the normal tomato sauce, where they're using roasted cherry tomato sauce. So I feel like with the roasted tomato, it kind of gives it a better, more caramelized, I guess, texture to it. Give it the sauce a little bit. I think it just enhances the whole flavoring of the sauce when it's put together. I feel like this dish was a good choice at the time of the recording. I was looking for something more vibrant, with different type of textures and ingredients, and I really liked how much scallops, clams, and mussels that they gave me.
Yeah, it looked like they had a pretty good sear on those scallops, and definitely it seems like there's quite a bit of noodles that they were providing. Was there kind of did they like offer bread that you can kind of maybe you dip the sauce or something?
Yeah, they actually did offer bread at a additional cost. So I didn't opt for that choice. I didn't want to pay extra for bread. I wasn't sure how much sauce was going to be in the dish, so that was something I didn't go with. Looking back now, knowing that there was a lot of sauce, I probably could have got the bread, but having all the food that I had at the time of that recording, I know I wouldn't have been able to finish the bread, and I kind of feel like it'll be a waste of food, so I didn't end up going with the bread there.
Yeah, especially with the pasta, that'd be a lot of carbs with all that meal. But the carpaccio looked nice. It kind of reminded me a bit of the carpaccio you had when you were at Lunch Lady in Vancouver, British Columbia. Between the two, which would you say you prefer more?
I would definitely say I like the Lunch Lady more. I feel like that one had more texture to it. Was definitely more crunchy with the bits that they had there, and we'll leave a description with the link down below so you can watch Lunch Lady. And moving along for the dessert, I had the tiramisu, and that was made with lady fingers, mascarpone, espresso rum, and cocoa powder. I really did feel like this one had enough espresso flavor into it. Usually not a big fan of lady fingers, but in this case, it was not bad. I really did enjoy this one.
Were the lady fingers really soaked in kind of an alcohol like they usually do for the traditional ones?
I believe so, yes. In the description, they did say they use rum, so I believe it did have enough rum flavoring to it. And I actually didn't finish this whole tiramisu. It was way too much cake and way too much food for one person. But it was really enjoyable with how it was presented, and it was on the chilled side, so it was nice and cold, and it was really good.
Yeah, the one thing for me, I like tiramisu, but sometimes, or at least majority of the times, I find it disappointing. At least the ones that I get. The one I really enjoyed was from the one we had at the Fountain Blue.
Yeah, so overall, this one is a good restaurant, and they had really good service. I'll definitely recommend coming to this one. And to wrap up the episode are the notables. Unfortunately for this one, there are none.
If you've enjoyed the content you've seen, don't forget to support the channel and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see additional pictures of food and our travels, go over to our Instagram page and follow us there. And thanks for watching.